Before I get started, I just wanted to say there are so many weight loss life hack videos that give information on how you can lose weight fast and easy with totally untrue, illogical, and unproven methods. And I promise you right now that this is not another one of those videos. I'm not like almost every other fitness YouTuber that gives fat loss advice without first testing it out on real life people in real life. So I've transformed over 1,000 real clients within my 2 gyms in New Jersey that I've been running for over 6 years. Helping people lose weight with a direct, applicable approach is what I do. It's my career. So compared to videos that give you magical weight loss detox drink recipes and solutions like eating next to a window and eating only from blue plates rather than other colors, this video is not going to be quite as exciting. But it is going to give you methods proven in studies to actually work to help you lose weight faster just by changing a couple small things around. So let's drop the first truth bomb. And this one is going to hurt some of you already. I already know that. The only way that you could really affect your weight, lose it, and keep it off is through diet and exercise modification. Now, I know you didn't just click this video to just hear me say that. So even though I will be giving you some simple hacks that will help you lose weight, I want you to first understand why they will all be centered around diet and exercise. Because unfortunately, that's the only way. And yes, diet and exercise is hard, but being overweight is even harder. So hack number 1 is to shop only around the outside perimeter of your grocery store. This directly affects what diet choices you can make because the outside aisles, for the most part, have only fresh produce available. You'll find your fruits, vegetables, meat, eggs, yogurt, and a bunch of other single ingredient food sources, and you won't find all that processed junk food sitting in boxes with pretty little pictures all over them because all that food sits in the inside aisles. Now this brings me directly to the next applicable hack, which is to only eat foods with one ingredient. So obviously whatever you ultimately make can have multiple single ingredient foods within that meal. For example, you can combine chicken breast with brown rice and some broccoli and garlic and add in some liquid aminos, which is basically the same thing as soy sauce, and that would still be considered a single ingredient meal because everything that goes into the meal itself is made up of only one ingredient. Brown rice is brown rice. Liquid aminos are made up of vegetable soy protein and water. On the other hand, if you were to throw in some random tasty sauce that you picked up at the store, it'll probably have high fructose corn syrup, a ton of extra sugar, and ingredient after ingredient that you can't even pronounce. So be careful with that. Also be careful with some frozen foods because normally a frozen food like chicken breast, for example, certain brands might have preservatives in them. So just check the ingredient list and remember that. Remember, we're trying to go for one ingredient, one main ingredient. However, something like brown rice pasta, which is made up of brown rice, rice bran, and water, that would still count as a single ingredient food. Use your head. I'm sure you guys can figure this out. Hack number 3, and this one could be quite difficult for some of you, but if you're serious about losing weight, you can only have the lower calorie alcoholic beverages, or you have to give up alcohol altogether while you cut. So the lower calorie alcoholic beverages that get the job done fast are Everclear, 100 proof vodka, 80 proof vodka, and clear tequila. In that order from best to worst, and all have to be unflavored. The flavored drinks have added sugars, guys. The worst drinks are beer and wine. That's right, wine. The drink that everyone is saying is the healthiest drink in the world for you. Most people that have a glass of wine at night are having much more than the one serving, which would basically be filling up your wine glass right to where it starts to curve up. Instead, people normally fill up the wine glass and end up having 600 extra calories to deal with without even realizing it. Moving on, hack number 4, eat only once a day. Now, there's nothing inherently better about eating 1 meal a day than eating 6 meals a day. If you have the same exact amount of calories and the same exact amount of macros, your meal frequency is not going to play any kind of real difference whatsoever. However, a major advantage of eating only once a day is that you can only fill your stomach up so much before you're too full to continue eating. So it becomes a lot harder to exceed the amount of calories and macros you're planning for the entire day. Keep in mind that you can still gain weight eating only once a day if you go crazy with the amount of food that you're eating, and also keep in mind that eating once a day means that you're having nothing except for water, black coffee, and sugar-free tea for the whole day. A lot of you think that you eat only once a day, but you don't. So if eating once a day is too hard, try intermittent fasting. Hack number 5 is to never deny yourself what you're craving. When you feel like the only thing that will satisfy your hunger is a Snickers bar, ironically, or ice cream, let's say, promise yourself that you will allow yourself to have whatever it is that you're craving in whatever amounts you want, but only after you have a healthy, high-protein, high-vegetable meal first. Because chances are very high that after having that meal, your physical body's feeling of hunger will be gone, and you probably won't even want what your hungry mind was craving before. And if you do still want that ice cream, by all means enjoy yourself, because after already eating a healthy meal, you're not going to be able to eat that much of the ice cream before you're full. Hack number 6 is for those of you that don't want to count your calories and track them in a diet journal. The hack is to just use your hands. Watch this. 1 palm of protein, 1 to 2 cupped hands of carbs, 1 fist of veggies for each breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then just throw in 1 additional thumb of fat for the day. Moving on, hack number 7. This one's huge. Get a workout partner and schedule 3 days a week that you guys go to the gym together. And stick to those times every week. It'll help you be consistent, which is actually the most important thing for real results. The next hack is to just get all the junk food, preferably out of the house, but at the very least out of sight. Out of sight, out of mind, right? That's a real simple one that you guys can implement right away. Hack number 9 is to eat from smaller plates and don't feel obligated to finish all the food on your plate. Unlike eating only out of blue plates, eating out of smaller plates has demonstrated in multiple studies to actually be effective at tricking your mind into being full. Now, if you feel full before you finish your plate, it's very important that you allow yourself to finish that food later when you're no longer full. Don't feel obligated to clear off your plate because we were all conditioned as kids to feel that way. So don't feel that way. And finally, hack number 10, if you've been watching my channel for long enough, you could probably guess the most important hack to actually lose weight and keep it off. Hack number 10 is being consistent. Now, I know that might not sound like a hack, but I'm telling you, the best way that you can ensure that you will hit your goals is by never quitting. So, when you don't feel like going to the gym because you're feeling incredibly tired, go anyway. When you don't feel like prepping your meals for the week, do it anyway. You don't always feel like brushing your teeth. It's okay to not always feel like living a fit lifestyle. It's totally okay. Just do it because you have to, and I said so. That's it, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please make sure you leave it a big thumbs up, comment below, and subscribe to this channel to see more tips and tricks just like this one. Also, guys, if you want this done for you amazing fat loss program used on over 1,000 of my clients to get them to lose either 20 pounds or 5% body fat in only 6 weeks, visit my website, gravitytransformation.com. See you guys soon.